Show. We're thrilled to have you here with us tonight. Thank you so far for your support, and we look forward to you continuing to support, sharing, spreading the word. And it's the Vahnahbee Show. I'm your host, Vanessa. We're in for an amazing ride this evening, but first let's say a big shout out to our sponsors, The Construction Solution. They're located in Gibbet on the Gibbet Industrial Estate for all your hardware needs, top to bottom. Welcome to our guest, Iowa King, the artist, the versatile artist. Welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good in the Vanessa.
Alright.
And give thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me, and your audience. I know you're a lovely, beautiful audience. Yeah, man, big up to them.
And all the reggae lovers and the reggaeton lovers, good evening
Yeah,
to you, because Iowa King has a lot of that in store for you.
Yeah, man.
So tell us about the man behind the music. Tell us, a little
Yeah,
about
definitely. Well, persons would have maybe known me, but for my profession, But one of my loves and joy is music, because I kind of grew up in a music family.
Okay.
My grandfather was one of the stalwarts of cultural music in Eggleston, Jodel, playing the accordion. He actually, from his stories, he actually told me that he had helped to, give some training to some of the Jodel guys. I think you might heard of the Jodel gym being
Yes.
well established,
Yes.
So I grew up around that kind of a thing. My mom singing in choir, her whole life, and choir always come home too,
Yes,
right?
yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I started off music like that. I mean, the shouting and singing in the bathroom, backing up my mom when she was singing her little church choir. I just find like church music it to sound nice.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Serenaded and nice, And then when you start hearing the music out there, my dad also had stacks of CDs and cassettes at that time.
Cassettes and vinyls, records.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
So I used to get, the Burning Spear, the Food World, Aswad, all those, man. And
I mean, even the good reggae
even
music
the Jim
there,
Reeves,
yes.
no, first the time Jim Reeves,
Yes.
Tina Turner, those I used to love to listen to those too.
Right.
And Lily King, So it's a mix. So I started off like that. We had a little family band from a band that used to be Remnants of Judah at that time, and then so those guys actually used to open for they told me they opened for Burning Spear,
Yes.
for Culture, for
What else we had here? We've had well in terms of big reggae.
Lucky
Culture,
Dog.
Lucky Dube.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they told me
that's right.
they used to open for all. So from that, we were inspired. Some of the players had moved on to family life and obviously. So we started a young little thing with the remnants of that band. As was we had Joe Winston from Bellevue, Incas, Samuel that's from Fort May. We had our family,
Yes,
myself and some of my cousins and stuff.
Awesome.
So yeah, man, it was real, music at that time. We were
Yeah.
inspired. That was a few years ago. So I've been in it for some time.
Awesome.
You know?
So, what is your favorite genre to play, to bring out to your fans?
Most people know me for reggae music,
Uh-huh.
but I know myself for loving music.
Okay.
And for me, different genres, maybe I might not be able to sing it at the time, because we're not training for a lot of things.
Yes,
We have to
yes.
train ourselves. We're not perfect one time.
Right.
But reggae would be my thing. I always love, foreign languages like the French and Creole music and stuff. The Spanish reggaeton. I used to always be inspired by different genres. But this person would know me for reggae.
Now, coming from Dominica, you would have exposure to the French and the French Creole. But you mentioned Spanish and reggaeton, and I've heard your reggaeton already, and it sounds amazing. So, where did the Spanish background come from? Where did you learn to sing Spanish so well?
Spanish. Bueno, voy a estar. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, ¿a dónde aprendí español?
Yeah, no hay problem. No problem. You can explain that.
Good.
Yeah, man. So well, I by my profession, most people might know forestry engineer. Studied Cuba 6 years, 1999 to 2005.
Wow.
So during that time, I mean, I was always inspired actually traveling my guitar.
Oh,
I'm not a musician trained in school, but I did get some little, training here and there. I always been inspired by, good teaching,
yes,
and good
yes,
ear.
yes.
So I always used to make sure I have my tool to kind of learn whenever it came around. Yeah. So I used to travel in my guitar. My first guitar I bought in Guadeloupe
Oh,
during my travels. So my journey used to be Dominica, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Cuba, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Dominica. So I always used to get a mix of everything.
Yes.
We used to stay overnight, a few days in the French islands. So that's why like big up on the Creole part. But the Spanish came from my studies at Cuba. I used to basically we have every island used to have a independence celebration.
Okay.
So during Dominica's independence celebration, I would always do a little something. So it wasn't the same university, we used to go around. And so I'd always go with my guitar and sing a song. So normally I would sing a Spanish song. So I had to learn some Spanish songs.
Yes.
So my first was the Guantanamera, I think it was with
Guantanamera,
Bahia Guantanamera. So I learned that. So I forcefully had to perfect that because
Yes.
Spanish people and the little Caribbean accent. So and then when I heard the claps after a few times, I said, okay,
You get in there.
yeah, I get in there. I can
It's
try
okay.
some reggaeton. So that's where it really came from.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So what inspires you to write music?
What inspires me? Well, for sure, I think is good habit. I mean, from long ago, I said I came from that kind of background where music was kind of around me. So I went into poetry, and I always loved the English language too. So I
Yes.
like to write a lot. So I went into writing poems, just writing poems,
Yeah.
rather than not like want to become a writer, but just
A little life experience kind of thing,
yeah.
right?
So when I met my cousins and them, I had this little book I used to walk around with. So that short little, short poem. So they were just like almost like a chorus. They were almost like a verse. So like when we started again, they said, "What boy? Iwa," that making sense. I got the little name Iwa a long time.
Yes.
And Iwa means time. Right, it came from the Stimples chant the Samade.
Yes.
In this year, Iwa. So when I
Yes.
heard that little boy, like, wow, boy, that song is nice. So I just took up that name. So it means like in the hour.
Right.
So that's
Right.
what Iwa might,
Right.
might mean. So yeah, so from there, and then, I mean, my life of just being out in the forest and around nature, natural things, I always get that kind of inspiration from almost every breeze that blows, a different song, something like that. So I got, most times I want to really perfect a song is like go in nature. Yeah, get that calm,
You get
and
that calm, that
inspiration.
relaxing feeling, and you just bring up the music.
So normally I would start with my guitar, maybe catch a inspiration and then write something towards it. Yeah.
So how many songs have you written, and have you performed those songs publicly?
Yeah, man. I've written. I'm a songwriter. Well, I'm established as an artist and songwriter
Okay.
with the Eastern Caribbean Collective Organization, ECO. With them up
Yes.
musical rights and
Yes.
to promote artists, to get on board with that because the whole music thing right now, I mean, that's one of the first things you register, get yourself out there, get yourself on a professional level.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I am with them
Okay.
for a while now. So I have a few songs established, with them, copyrighted, and so as I said, I've written a number of songs, recorded, mastered now. I would say near 20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, between let's say 15, 20. That's really nice and proper.
Yes, yes.
Reggae. Reggaeton, Spanish-based reggaeton, some French Creole, more like our Creole,
Yes, yes.
tracks, love tracks, slow R&B, I have some, as would say, Afro-Caribbean style,
Gotcha.
try that, so yeah, just, man, having fun.
Okay, indeed. Now, where can one find some of your music?
Right, so, well, as we know, the whole online promotion thing is a go now. Is a must also, a necessity. So yeah,
That's the way to go.
That's the way to
Yeah.
go. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to be out there and known. For the time, as I said, I always just trying to have fun with my music. But for now, I mean, if you can get a little cash and pass it,
Yeah,
yeah,
what I
man,
mean?
why not? Man? So YouTube, I have my YouTube channel, I Working Music. You can check it out. Instagram, same thing. I Working on Facebook. I'm on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Alright, awesome. So the
trying
music
to be
is
on
there. Well, to kind of monetize this, we have to start to move to Spotify and the others, and
right,
Apple
right,
Music and so on and so forth.
right.
But that'll grow. That'll grow.
Right.
So, how has crowd response been when you because you said you performed?
Yes, I perform.
Yeah. How has crowd response been to your music?
Wow. I've had some moments, some exciting moments, some very inspirational moments, shows. As I said, I've done shows in Cuba, the independence celebration and some of our school celebrations, like one after the other. I've performed during my little work journeys, traveling around the Caribbean at some pool parties in Barbados, St. Lucia. We did some in Trinidad. Like when we have our workshop, we have the after parties. People never know,
Right. And
Mr. Guy, this is I working. So yeah, it was some pool parties and some stuff. So they were nice. The reception was good.
Alright.
And then I did some. Well, I have to big up Miguel Labadie for sure. He has always shown me that level of respect and courage and things. So during his past shows with Mirror Entertainment, he always used to hook me up. So I did a few with him, like the Phantom Moja and Natural Black. I did the Judy Boucher show. Models did ours. Yeah, very inspirational. And crowd well taken. My mom was actually there. That's a whole story by itself. And then we did with I was with the crew singing during the crew days, the club those days I was with a crew called Stonewall. Yeah, big up Saka boy, yeah man, it was straight. Yeah, so we had this little cruise. So I did Carnival City a few times. When King Dreads, the band King Dreads. Yeah man.
Bobby
and thing. Yeah, stories again. Yeah man, So I've been there. Yeah man, I've been there.
Great. So where do you want to go with your music? You want to take it international? You've already hit the region. Take it international.
Yeah, well, anybody, looking to get out there, they should think international. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole idea of actually getting, as far as copyrighted, registered, Yeah, man. So, I think, basically, I think it's the energy of the artist, and the direction, you want to take. Because some artists might be, the camera artists, that, the flair and the glare and thing, but when it comes for like the music to last, a lifetime. No, but I want to big up every artist. Somebody trying, everybody tries. So
it's a process. It's a process.
Yeah. So with me, that's just me. I said I'm having fun with my music. Just imagine, the YouTube channel is already something international.
Exactly.
Like people out there listening.
Already out
so
there.
you get a big up or subscribe. So I'm having fun with the music. So hopefully it will get out there.
Right. Okay, good. So you mentioned you had 20 properly mastered tracks?
Yes, I like to do that. So that has always been my thing. Persons might have wouldn't know I music because they don't hear me putting out shit.
Yes.
And I would say shit because literally, dude, when you have music that's you just take a first take. Yeah, you want to bring it for, a qualified DJ on a radio station who has quality equipment and I'm listening to, they want to take the song. You know what I'm saying?
You want to take your music out there. You want to take music outside that people will love and appreciate. They may not necessarily love it, but they will appreciate the effort that went into it because you have something that sounds cool. You're not going to bring no half-baked, half-assed kind of song and say, well, you play my music. You got to bring something.
And literally get angry if people don't play it. You have to look at ourselves.
Right.
Would you really want to be portrayed as that, like a half artist,
Precisely.
Unfinished, unpolished, so that's my idea. I always believe in the proper mixing and mastering, if can for sure, before releasing. And right now, as I said, I have now a few songs actually trending now on the on same Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music.
Awesome.
An album, I'll Remember, 5-track EP
Okay.
is on there currently.
Because I was going to say, is there an EP or an LP to play?
Yeah,
So
EP.
it's already there.
It's for now, yeah, because people say, the long albums.
Yes.
That issue. But let's just say it's work to be done. Yeah, whichever way you put it. Short, single songs, album, you have to put in the same work.
Yeah.
So yeah.
True. How about videos?
Yeah. Well, my YouTube channel might seem long for the time, but I had a long break from 2011. I think I established it with the first little guitar thing. The guitar is my thing.
Yes.
Though I'm not a full school guy, but I can keep a reading. I can keep a thing. Yeah, man. So I started with that. Then I had a large intermission time, family life and professional, having to juggle that. Then the storms and hurricane consecutively. So following that now, last year I kick off again, some fresh videos. So put off one last year, this year I had another one. Yeah, check out iWorking Music, on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
And get some little shows, one little thing, and yeah, man.
Now, in terms of sensitizing the public more to issues, yes, we are on your social media platforms and so on. How about a local concert? Something where people can actually see the talent being showcased right in their face.
Right. Well, let me big up a kind of a Colin XP, because I think she's doing a wonderful job.
Yes.
Yeah. She's
Yes.
doing a wonderful thing. I think she's keeping it real on that. So we might not seem that we have that capacity or that, but I think that kind of arena right now is something that can work with the whole social distancing and thing. I think eventually we'll get to go into the parks and them again. But I still see that internationally this will be done. This will still be done. So I see we coming together and do some sort of a thing like that, making it larger and bigger and thing, maybe around our genre, or vibes like that. Yeah, man, and I see, I always see you as an inspiration around artists and around, trying to promote and so I think what I think is we need greater collaboration as always. I think our music industry is a little too divided.
It's very divided.
Yeah. Even the genres, still kind of battling when they're supposed to be like brother, sister, father, and son, whatever. that kind of family thing and moving forward. That's why I think we should not have this like bouillon here and tatas there. I think we should have
and how about a fusion with
man, and make it real, keep it real.
And make it a real bouillon then.
Yeah. Guess ours, right?
Exactly.
So we can explore it.
Right. So
Because I even heard somebody say they wanna fuse some Afro and Caribbean thing, you never know what can happen.
And we need to hear that artist out there, because he's been hiding all his music under the cushion. So we need to bring. We're not calling name for tonight, but we will.
So big up those ideas,
Yes.
Yeah. Even though I think our Jinpings, mixed with some things, or those. I know they want to keep it real culturally, respect to them. But I think we are modernizing. We are moving forward.
Let me ask you something. We're talking to iWorking, the artist, the musician, right? Now you mentioned our Jinping, our culture. You mentioned growing up in that. But you notice the only time of year that we really do hear our Jinping and our ballet and our those kinds of music, our cultural music, is around from October 1st. And then by November 6th, you don't hear anything about it again. What do you think about it being played? Not all the time, but periodically on the airwaves, at a party.
Well, one thing I know about it, every time it plays, I can see some people dancing.
Yes.
That's it. People.
Because people love the music.
Yeah, they love the music. So
music.
if I think DJs and think that music to dance is just like foreign ones, I think they should think about it. But I think we should have structured programs, around the culture. Like I see you having the Bouillon Day. We have a Kadas Day.
Bouillon Day. Yeah, I think the Kadas Day was incorporated. Was it last year or something? It's been very recent.
Right. So the day is a day, but as you said, we need to have it as a programmed thing.
Because if you listen to this, right, I'm working in the US, you hear country music being played all the
All
time,
the time.
you hear rock music being played all the time, you hear the R&B and hip hop and rap music being played all the time. You don't only hear it on around 4th of July. It's played all the time. So why can't we just, appreciate our own more and bring it out a little more? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, true that, true that. Yeah.
It's our thing,
I think it's pride. Yeah, man.
It's all about
Be
us.
proud of. Yeah,
Yes.
on its always.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might hear me I was inspired to do a class, so we told me to do some, well, not one piece,
Okay.
and booyah, and so yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm a reggae
Right.
artist, but I love music, so I want to
Yes.
exploit, yeah. So I would just limit myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I might do a booyah and okadas and.
So you say you haven't done it as yet, but you're thinking of it.
I have a scratch of the bouillon. Yeah, big up to my brethren Natty B with a beat.
Okay.
Yeah, bass man. Very interesting. We're working on a little project there. And well, the car that was recently mentioned to me. To the weekend, I guess when people start hearing, the different styles. So they think, well, try. So yeah, I will try. Yeah.
Awesome.
But I think it's basically to like bring up a sense of pride in myself. That's why I would do it.
Okay.
Not like a money making thing, or I want to come and take any bouillon artist place or any,
But it's
nothing like
just to do something
man.
for that sense of accomplishment.
yeah, man, to accomplish something,
Yes.
Yeah, out of Dominica.
I get you. When you was a little guitar strong.
No, why not? Why not? I mean, every time we turn on French, Creole, Spanish.
I'll let you pick something. I'll let you
Okay.
pick something.
Alright, well, I'll do one off my hat. Guantanamera, Guaida, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guaida, Guantanamera. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Antes de morir, yo quiero echar mis besos del alma. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. So a little Iowa King might go something like that. So like the little guitaring style too is from a Cuban elder friend of mine that taught me some little skills and yeah. So I really like that style. So I have this song. It's fresh, brand new.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a little piece of it. We wake up in the morning and give thanks that I am right. We clean it out with teeth and then we wipe out the mocking eye. Touching out the Bible, good judge us on physics and advice. And in this life we gon' live as a good job. Gone feed the wise, wiser than of them, and said me sing it riding on. Yeah, faith keeps us riding strong. We keep holding on. Yeah, I didn't endure your sufferation. We keep riding on. Faith keeps us riding strong. Yeah, we keep holding on. Yeah, riding on me, riding till the battle is won.
Yes, I love that piece, that reggae piece. That gives me like a kind of remembering Sizzla. Yeah, that kind of reggae vibe, that kind of thing. It was really awesome.
Sizzla, yeah man.
Yes.
Well, Sizzla has been one of my little inspirations.
Okay.
Yeah man. The fire, and that.
Yes.
Because most people might know me as, if who know me singing would know that I can never put a kind of step into it. Yeah.
And I saw you getting transported with the music.
Yeah, that happens, man, that happens. I didn't want to steal the show, you know? I don't want to steal the show. Keeping it real still, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that's my kind of life, man. Kind of energy. I love good energy.
I want to thank you for stopping through tonight and chatting with us, sharing your music with us. Alright, and I know for certain that the viewers are going to appreciate this. Don't forget to check out Iowa King Music on YouTube, Instagram, and probably again Facebook and Twitter. Right. Okay. So thank you so much for stopping through and chatting with us.
Thanks to your listeners, and yeah, man, listen to Iowa King Music.
Yes, indeed. I want to wish you all the best in your endeavors, music you put out.
Yes.
So folks, once more, thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure doing this for you. And we want to say thank you as well to our sponsors, the good folks at the Construction Solution on the Jimmet Industrial Estate in Jimmet. Don't forget to give them a call, stop by. From top to bottom, they've got you covered. Thank you for joining. I've been your host, Vanessa. Until next time, bye.